हेलो एंड गुड आफ्टरनून गाइस, रेडियो जिंदगी सुन रहे हैं आप 1550 AM पर. एंड यू नो द पीपल हु से दैट लाइफ इज अनप्रेडिक्टेबल मस्ट नॉट हैव हैड द प्रिविलेज ऑफ मीटिंग डॉक्टर साकेत भाटिया. जी हाँ, मैं इसलिए कह रही हूँ बिकॉज इफ यू वुड हैव मेट हिम, लाइफ वुड बी प्रेडिक्टेबल, लाइफ वुड बी मैनेजेबल एंड कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आने से पहले आप उसके बारे में जान सकते हैं बिकॉज ही हैज़ PhD इन एस्ट्रोलॉजी एंड 25 से ज़्यादा सालों का एक्सपीरियंस है उन्हें इस फील्ड में एंड सर्टिफाइड न्यूमरोलॉजिस्ट भी हैं. तो अगर आप उनसे गाइडेंस लेना चाहते हैं, अपने सवालों के जवाब चाहते हैं, तो ज़रूर कॉन्टैक्ट कीजिए उन्हें. यू कैन कॉल हिम डायरेक्टली 408-639-5300. कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हैं फॉर अपॉइंटमेंट एंड मीटिंग हिम. Or you can visit his website for all the information, saketbhatia.com. His first and last name, saketbhatia.com is the website. और नंबर एक बार फिर से 408-639-5300. एंड विद दैट हम शो ओपन करते हैं. थोड़ी देर में फोन लाइंस भी ओपन करेंगे. स्टूडियो लाइंस विल बी ओपन. 510-770-1550 is the studio line number. If you have any quick question, do call us. And whenever you're calling, be ready with your date, time and place of birth. Once again, studio line number, which is 510-770-1550. Hello and welcome.
Hi Vedika, how are you?
Wonderful.
A very warm welcome to all the listeners of Radio Zindagi. I keep saying every Tuesday हम आते हैं.
जी.
It's just the start of the week, but it feels like आधा हफ्ता खत्म भी हो गया. Right? I mean, you're always looking forward.
Great beginning, it must have.
Yeah, but you're always looking forward to the Friday, na?
Yes.
कि Friday कब आए and when I'll get my 2 days off, and then the cycle repeats itself.
Yes.
ये cycle चलते रहता है. This is the predictability. See, you said something about life being unpredictable and how you can make it predictable.
जी.
But one thing you forgot, how to make it better.
Definitely. I'll add that.
Yeah. It is important to make life better. Life में अगर कुछ अच्छा हो सकता है तो कीजिए.
जी.
Right? जिंदगी की गाड़ी वहाँ अटकाने का कुछ फायदा नहीं है. Right? It just
Makes
it
sense.
stops you completely. Because life, you have to constantly think about growth. How you're going to grow, when you're going to grow, how you're going to grow, why you're going to grow. Right?
जी.
बहुत लोग आते हैं. Many. So just to let you know, before we started doing Radio Zindagi Show, we were getting about 6 to 7 appointments a day. We're still getting 6 to 7 appointments a day. So fundamentally nothing has changed. The backlog has increased. Does that make sense? We are getting a lot more people. Like just today we had somebody call and said, I want an appointment. We said, there is none available. You have to wait for at least, so many days or so many weeks, because क्या होता है, people appreciate what you're doing. They understand the way you're teaching, the methodology you're following, and then that adds some credibility also. लोग आते हैं, questions पूछते हैं, मेरी लाइफ में डिले क्यों है? Why do I, हर एक चीज अटक के क्यों चलती है? So my question is, हर एक चीज अटक रही है कि जो आप चाहते हो वही अटक रहा है? And the right answer is, हर एक चीज हर एक बंदे की लाइफ में अटकती नहीं है. Yes, there are certain things, if you look at your chart, it will throw you off course completely. Just recently I had some young boy from New York whose parents called me up, and he's doing well. He's in a good college, he's doing a good course, but he's not interested in the degree. So
Okay.
he has lack of self-confidence. But again, he's young, he's only 20 years old. What do you expect? Right? So I was telling the parents, he's in a good place. Be happy. What you need to focus on is not his weakness, but grow his strengths first. Make his strengths so strong that you don't have to focus on that, and they'll automatically make the weak parts better. क्योंकि अगर आपने weakness पे ही काम किया और weakness पे ही focus किया, then you're going to miss out that strength part.
Right.
When you're also training to be an athlete, right? Or let's say you're learning to play cricket, you always focus on, a batsman focuses on his batting. He doesn't say, I'm a weak bowler, so let's focus on my bowling. Yes, at some point of time he might come to it, but focus. So life में आपकी जो strengths है, whether you're a good speaker, you're a good actor, you're a good homemaker, you're a good, whatever be the case, focus on that, because you'll make a difference in your life and other people's life that way. And the one thing that is very important is sun.
जी.
हम 2 हफ्ते से sun की बात कर रहे हैं.
Because it is that important.
And we're going to come back again with sun.
जी.
पिछली बार we started the show by talking spirituality wise about sun, right? And then from that we migrated to sun in different signs and
Yes.
health signs. Today we'll talk about sun in different houses.
Okay.
And we'll talk about some diseases. We'll talk about some planet conjunctions. See, it is not possible for any normal person, including me, to have this knowledge at the back of my head. We also have to refer notes, and it's good to refer notes because agar humne galti kar li, for example, Sun in Taurus makes you even tempered. Sun in Gemini makes you mentally alert. Sun in Cancer makes you emotional. If I make a mistake in one of these, I'm going to give you a wrong reading. So the right thing is always have your book card ready. Jaise lawyers nahi refer karte.
Ji, definitely.
These are the rules. We should refer to rules too. So what we'll discuss today is Sun in different houses. We'll understand why Sun is important. किस घर में Sun का कैसा असर है? You have to lay that on top of different signs. So for example, if Sun is in Aries, we know he's very confident, very comfortable. Aries is a ram, he's a bull, right? Frontal, आगे बढ़ता है. अगर Sun वहाँ बैठ जाए, you'll have a personality which is going to make you very intelligent, self-centered, moving forward in life. Now अगर first house में बैठ जाए, your personality will be to push yourself forward. Fourth में बैठे, you'll push your family forward. Seventh में बैठे, you'll push your spouse forward. तो जिस घर में बैठता है, it will take its characteristics, the sign's characteristics, the house characteristics, and apply them wherever he sits.
Okay. Yeah, that's the equation we have been learning.
That's the equation
That does
we'll be
make
learning.
sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
A planet like Jupiter, when it owns two houses, he has characteristics of wisdom, expansion. He will take the nature of Sagittarius and the nature of Pisces, whichever house they're in, his practical nature, and pass them in whichever house he sits on. The degree and intensity with which he will pass will depend upon the degree of the house he sits in, the ascendant, and how strong that particular planet is in that house. So with that, we're going to start with Sun in different houses. Okay, first house all the way through 12th house and how it impacts your life. Okay, वो करते हैं.
जी.
So let's say Sun in first house. Sun, individuality, ego, everything sitting in the first house. Now मैं जो कह रहा हूँ, this is obviously assuming that the Sun is right in the middle. जैसे एस्ट्रोलॉजी में we have something गज केसरी योग.
Yeah.
आपको ना हाथी मिलना ना आपको शेर मिलना है, but you're going to be happy and content in life.
Yes.
Understand कि ये जो लिखे गए थे, they're very old. 5,000, 2,000 years ago they wrote. अखंड साम्राज्य योग, you'll get a vast kingdom.
But getting a hathi sounds so interesting.
आपने रखना क्या है?
मिल जाए, बाद में रखने की सोच लेंगे.
इंश्योरेंस कैसे करोगे उसकी?
No, it suddenly sounded very exciting. Oh, getting a hathi.
What about the elephant and the lion?
हाँ, lion भी रख लेंगे, manage कर लेंगे.
So
I'm in a great high spirit
that
today.
is the confidence of a woman. She knows she can even handle a lion.
If we can handle a man, we can handle anything.
I'm not going to go that far, but I will definitely go into Sun in the first house.
जी, go ahead.
The first house लगन कहते हैं.
हाँ जी.
अगर Sun first house में चला जाए, it's leadership. Generally, we see people that start companies, not run, start companies, entrepreneurs, they have Sun in the first house.
Okay.
This makes them very aggressive, forward-thinking, intelligent. Again, this is assuming your Sun is very strong and your Sun is right in the middle. Good, strong Sun. Not something like Aurangzeb, where the Sun had Saturn and Rahu aspecting it and it caused a disaster. But ये जो होता है, अगर अच्छा हो तो it makes you like a king. You are self-centered. You always think about yourself, your personality, and taking care of all the other people that are below you or that appreciate you in life. हमने ये भी कहा था, Sun results in premature graying of hair and hair loss.
Yeah.
Sun. The ideal Sun, if you remember, I said is individual with Sun has hazel eyes.
Yeah.
He has a square-shaped body,
Square-shaped body.
and he has less hair on the head. गुस्सा बहुत आता है, irritability होती है. They are also very fickle-minded because they have too much going on in their life. बहुत कुछ करते हैं ये. Now, one thing that I've noticed over time, and these are from the astrology censure notes, the Ayavan ke notes say, if it is in sign 5, 9, 11, it makes self-centered baldness.
Self-centered baldness.
Yeah. What I mean is not frontal baldness, but self-centered baldness.
Centered, okay.
If Sun happens to be in Pisces, you will always have more female children than male kids.
Okay.
If Sun sits in the sign of Aquarius, this is important. it results more in heart disease for people. If it is afflicted in the Lagna, it results in eye problems. If it is sitting in sign number 1 or 4, it can cause hair problems. But the biggest thing you need to understand is agar sun Libra mein aa jaye, where it is debilitated between 7 degrees and 13 degrees, it causes poverty. You've heard of rags to riches.
Yeah.
Have you heard of riches to rags? That happens when your sun is between 7 and 13 degrees in Libra, or jab sun ki dasha aati hai, it wipes you off completely. It wipes you off. It happened to so many people. Look at some popular people. We won't name them. If they have sun between 7 and 13, it gets washed off completely. Sun Rahu combination, doesn't matter which house it is in, will always cause hypertension.
Okay.
Always. Sun Rahu, jahan bhi baithe ho. Sun Moon combination causes fickle mindedness. Why? Because sun is aggressive.
Yeah.
Moon is more laid back,
शांत,
more
yeah.
shant. तो ये थोड़ा aggressive nature आ जाता
Conflicting
है.
nature, yeah.
मैंने last time कहा था the universe, and this is from Carl Sagan जो Cosmos show run करता था. The universe is dark, cold and quiet. You can't see the planets. You see the light reflected of the sun.
Yeah.
So tomorrow when you look up, or tonight when you look up and say, there I see Venus, that diamond shape,
Evening
or
star.
you see Moon, Mars, you're only seeing them because they're reflecting light from the
From the
sun.
sun,
You
yes.
only see the moon because it's reflecting light from the sun. Sun is very important in life. हम आपकी चार्ट पढ़ के बता सकते हैं if you're going to have a heart attack, you're going to have a stroke, you're going to have marital problems, just by looking at the placement of the sun. Correct analysis के लिए, you must study the chart from the ascendant, the sun and the moon. It is called Sudarshan Chakra. That gives us complete analysis. Sun also has a unique property. It's called a separative planet.
Okay.
When Sun, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu and Lord of the 12th, जो भी हो कुंडली का, when they aspect a house, a sign, its Lord, from the ascendant and the moon,
Okay.
separation is likely. So if Sun, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, 2 or more of these are aspecting your 5th house, you will be separated from your kids.
Kids.
If they aspect your 7th, you will be separated from your partner. Not likely, you will be separated for sure. Unki dasha aegi, you will be separated.
So let's take a small pause here, and we have a couple of callers waiting.
Okay, already?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's quickly take some calls. Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, doctor. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
I just wanted to know what my kid's career is going to be. Need a date and time from birth.
Yes, is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
She's going to be 17. And she was born on 26th of May, 2007 May.
2000 and?
26th of May,
Uh-huh.
2007.
Okay. 26th of
In
May
Concord.
2007. Okay, she's local. Okay. Concord. Okay.
Concord. And then she's going to go into this year, early next year, I think, most likely early next year. She's going to go into college. And time of birth is, I think we have BSc, during the PDT. PDT is like 7:20 p.m. PDT, 1920 hours.
7:20. Give me the jahan paida hui thi. She was born in Concord, so give me Concord time. That's important.
Yeah, Concord time is PDT,
Yeah, exactly.
Concord, California.
Yeah, always give the astrologer the local time. Now let's look at your daughter's chart. What does she want to do?
I think she's good in, she wants to do medicine, but I think उसको engineering भी पसंद है. I don't know which one she wants to take.
So she wants to do medicine and or engineering. देखिए,
Correct.
Your
Almost even medical technology. Medicine is a science, so she might even be interested in medical technology. I don't know.
Okay. With all things kept aside, again, May 26, 2007 at 7:20, right? Now we opened her chart.
Correct.
She is a Scorpio ascendant. The first thing that comes to my that जो मुझे दिखती है is Saturn sitting in the 9th house. Now why is that important? Not because it will cause some delay in creativity, but because Saturn in 9th will result in, at least for this chart, research. That's a good thing. Moon which is higher education, is actually placed in the 11th house. So that's a very good sign for your daughter. Let's start analyzing what we think she'll do. Kundli padne ke liye, which career she'll follow, we have to study the 10th house from the ascendant, the sun, the moon, and its placement of the Lord in the months. Isko thoda time jata hai. So if I just look at, and I mean, I'm fast. Let me try analyzing this. If you look at the ascendant, the 10th house happens to be Sun, right? The Lord is Sun. He's sitting in the house of Mars. If then we look from the ascendant from the Sun, it's Saturn, which is sitting in the house of Saturn itself. But Saturn sits in the house of Moon. That's medicine. And now if we go directly to Moon ascendant, 7, 8, 9, 10, this is third Mercury. Mercury sits in the house of Mars. So everything points to Mars. It doesn't point to medicine in this chart. Mars is more dentistry actually. It is more hardware based engineering. So you may want to reconsider that. At least that's what the chart is. What happens is on a radio show when I'm trying to do this analysis, it becomes difficult for me to do it so fast. But from my analysis, Mars is the dominant planet, and Mars in this kundli is the ascendant, which is placed, in the 5th house. So it does point to dentistry. It does point to more mechanical stuff as opposed to medicine. Okay? Good luck.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much for your call. Listeners, if you also have any question, you can call us 510-770-1550. The calls which got dropped, I apologize for that. You can try again. 510-770-1550 is the studio line number. Let's take another one.
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I want to ask for my daughter.
Sure.
Yeah, her date of birth is April 6, 2004.
April 6, 2004. So your daughter is born on a Tuesday. Time of birth?
Yes. 1:24 p.m.
1324. And place of birth?
San Jose.
Okay. And what is your question?
She's right now in college, and she's kind of confused what she wants to do, and she's kind of like little bit distorted. She's like I think she's kind of, her mind is little bit not here, not there. So I want to know what is her future like.
You want to know what her future is. What is she studying? Because she has Mercury Rahu, which is actually a good placement in the 10th house. Career-wise, there is no problem. The problem is that Saturn that sits in the 12th house. Dekhiye, Saturn, in your daughter's chart, Saturn is sitting in the 12th house. It is also conjunct Moon in the D9 chart. I'm not saying this has happened, but it results in mild depression in people sometimes. Feelings of isolation, feelings of despair. That is the first thing you should address. You may not see it today, but Saturn is painfully weak, and Saturn Dasha is going to start in 2030. Look into that. You have conjunct Moon Ketu. The problem should not be what career. The problem is to fix her mind at this point of time. That's what I would advise. But if you're looking at career, what does she want to do? Kya karna hai unko?
She's little bit not sure. She wants to do physics, bio. So right now she hasn't decided properly.
I'm not sure I see any much of biology in this chart. Biotech maybe, but not biology. I just don't see that. If you want more, first treat the Saturn in the 12th house. That is important. Treat the Moon Ketu conjunction. That is important. You can call me if you like. We can talk this. Overall, the chart is good. There's nothing wrong except for the placement of Saturn. Okay.
How long is the Saturn in a chart? It is depression, isolation.
It hasn't even started. It comes in 2030 and it's going to last all the way till 2049. That's not good. Saturn is not a good planet in this kundali. She'll get married in this thing. But Saturn in 12th does make somebody feel very lonely. It does cause that. Call us if you want to discuss her Shadbala, which is the planetary strength of Saturn. We like Saturn to be at least 1. It's 0.84. It's weak. Okay. Call us. We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
थैंक यू फॉर योर कॉल लिसनर्स. सुन रहे हैं आप डॉक्टर साकेत भाटिया को लाइव ऑन रेडियो जिंदगी, हु हैज़ अ PhD in electrical engineering and also a PhD in astrology, also a professional numerologist. Dr. Saket Bhatia is awarded by Prime Minister of India Shri Narendra Modi for his knowledge and guidance in the field of astrology. With over 25 years of experience and 12,000 satisfied clients, Saket ji combines the power of astrology and numerology to guide you through life challenges. If you are listening to us right now and if you also have any question, do call us 510-770-1550. That's the studio line number. You can call us for a quick question. If you would like to connect with Dr. Bhatia after this show, do call him directly 408-639-5300. Once again, the direct number to call Dr. Saket Bhatia is 408-639-5300, or look for the information through his website saketbhatia.com.
So just correction.
जी.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने सिर्फ हमें अवार्ड नहीं दिया था.
Okay.
He gave an award to me and to other members of IAVAN, many board members.
So आपको भी मिला था. That is exactly what I said.
Yes, मिला था, but he also gave it to other board members.
जी.
So I don't want to take credit of just me. There are other board members that got it. He's a very quiet man.
Okay.
He doesn't like to be interrupted, and he likes to talk.
So let's see what our next caller has in store for you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, let's take them on air. Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Namaste, Saket ji.
Namaste. How are you?
I'm doing good. First of all, thanks a lot. I listen to your show. I'm learning a lot from it.
Thank
My
you.
name is Anirudh.
Okay.
Anirudh. Date of birth is 10th July 1970.
10th July 1970. 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and your place of birth?
Sangli, Maharashtra.
Could you spell that out?
Sangli.
Oh, Sangli. I know Sangli.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Sangli very
At
well.
5:20 p.m.
5:20 p.m.
Right.
5:17:20. My friend used to be in Sangli. Shamrao Chogle. They were the
okay.
They were the people that wanted to bring Nandos into India. They were one of the people that used to come to me for astrology readings. They were the first people to introduce the concept of wine bars in India. It's strange because I don't drink, but this was interesting. So again, July 10th, 1970 at 5:20 in the evening
Right.
in Sangli.
Yeah. Yes.
And so you're born on Friday. What is your question?
Question is, I have a job right now. In fact, I lost my job last year. I got a job. I'm looking for a better one, maybe a better pay position. Will I get something near, or what's the time period that I'm looking at?
You have 6 months to get something better.
Okay.
Easy. You have 6 months to get something better. If you don't get something in 6 months, then, I mean, okay, maybe I said that too fast. You have 6 months to move to a better company.
Okay.
In my opinion, if you do move, you'll do fine. If you don't move within 6 months, then you have about a year, because Saturn is directly aspecting, or Saturn Dasha bhi hai. You have about a year before you can move, in a better role within your company. So 6 months to move outside, 1 year to stay within your company. But it is looking promising for you. Dasha achhi hai. Make the best of it. You'll do fine.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Let's take another call.
See, one of the reasons I always ask,
जी.
is it for a man or is it for a woman, is because female ki jo chart hoti hai is slightly interpreted differently from men.
Yeah.
For example, in men we always look at the 5th house when it comes to kids. For a woman we like to look at 5th house from the moon.
Okay.
There is also another rule ki woman's chart can be read from the moon if it is stronger from the moon. So first look at the female chart and see moon se strong banti hai ki ascendant se, and then accordingly read it. If it is stronger from moon, quickly rotate and read.
Okay. Let's take another call.
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for answering my call. I have to ask about my daughter.
Okay.
Ma'am, there is some echo behind you. Can you lower the radio volume in the background?
Okay. So, my daughter's date of birth is March 3rd, 2001,
Okay.
and here in Hayward.
What time?
2:29 at early morning, Friday.
Just a second. Friday, 2:29.
Yes.
2:29 in California, Hayward. And can you give me the date again?
March 3rd, 2001.
March 3rd, 2001 at 2:20 was a Saturday.
No, it's early Friday.
2:29 in the morning is early morning Saturday, late morning Friday. Software तो ये दिखा रहा है March 3rd, 2001, right?
No, 2000. Sorry.
March
2000.
Okay. That works out to Friday. Okay, so I have your daughter's chart. क्या question है आपका?
Like she applied a lot of place for the admission RN, but nobody called yet. Like when she can have an admission.
तो आपने कभी have you ever been to an astrologer? Have you shown this chart to anybody ever?
नहीं दिखाया नहीं.
आपकी बेटी पे हाउस नंबर आपकी बेटी के 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th houses खाली हैं, which means they are empty. I am trying to study केतु 11 डिग्री पे है, 9 डिग्री पे है. This is called काल सर्पयोग. हम इसे काल सर्पयोग कहते हैं. देखिए, काल सर्पयोग doesn't mean बहुत मुश्किल होती है, लाइफ खत्म हो जाती. काल सर्पयोग creates difficulties in life. थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम देती है लाइफ में, which can be overcome over time. दो तरह के काल सर्पयोग होते हैं, सारे प्लैनेट्स मूविंग टुवर्ड्स केतु या सारे प्लैनेट्स मूविंग टुवर्ड्स राहु. आपकी बेटी के चार्ट में मून वीनस केतु के साथ हैं, राहु अकेला है, एंड दे आर ऑल मूविंग टुवर्ड्स राहु, बट दे आर वेरी बैकवर्ड. तो इट विल कॉज अनप्रिडिक्टेबिलिटी. ये जब चार्ट पढ़ते हैं हम, इट टेक्स अस लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम. आपने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा है, उससे जॉब कब मिलेगी, राइट?
नहीं जॉब नहीं, एडमिशन. वो एडमिशन कब लगेगी उसकी?
एडमिशन इन व्हाट? ग्रेजुएट कॉलेज, पीएचडी, अंडर ग्रेजुएट?
नो, नर्सिंग.
नर्सिंग तो करेगी, इतना गारंटी देता हूँ. मून इज इन द सेकंड हाउस, वेल्थ एंड वैल्यूज. मून मीन्स इमोशंस, टेकिंग केयर ऑफ पीपल, राइट? मून जो है वो 8th हाउस, विच इज हाउस ऑफ डेथ, डिस्ट्रक्शन, उसका चला गया सेकंड हाउस में. तो शी विल डू फाइन. शी इज गोइंग टू मेक मनी आउट ऑफ रिक्यूपरेटिंग पीपल, एंड वीनस बैठे है तो शी विल बी हैप्पी. बट एडमिशन कब मिलेगी? अभी दशा चल रही है राहु वीनस की, वो दशा खत्म हो जाएगी 2026. Venus is कुंडली के लिए 6th house, which is service, and 11th house, which is this. She should get, but not right now. She has to wait for at least another 4 months before she can apply. 4 महीने बाद ट्राई कीजिए, अभी टाइम नहीं है. बट एक चीज आपको कहता हूँ, काल सर्पयोग है इस कुंडली में. ट्राई फिक्सिंग इट. इसका कुछ कर कीजिए. दिस इज, अदरवाइज आप पे जनरली लाइफ डिले हो जाती है. दैट्स इट.
ओके, कोई बात नहीं, मैं अपॉइंटमेंट लूंगी आपसे, फिर मिलूंगी.
दैट इज योर चॉइस, बट कर लो इसके बारे में. ओके, परफेक्ट.
थैंक यू.
या,
थैंक यू.
Thank you so much to all the callers who are calling and asking whatever questions they have in their mind. And listeners, you are listening to the Saket Bhatia Astrology Show. This show is for all the listeners who are seeking growth, happiness and prosperity in their life. आप कांटेक्ट कीजिए डॉक्टर भाटिया को. कोई भी क्वेश्चन है आपका एस्ट्रोलॉजी या न्यूमरोलॉजी से रिलेटेड, एंड यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट गाइडेंस फ्रॉम हिम. 4086395300 is the number. You can call him for an appointment. डॉक्टर साकेत भाटिया की वेबसाइट है saketbhatia.com. उनकी फर्स्ट और लास्ट नेम से saketbhatia.com.
see, generally sun spends 1 month in a sign.
जी.
बट हमारे शो पे लगता है 1 घंटे में एक ही साइन में बैठता है.
एंड हमारे पास ऑलरेडी 5 कॉलर्स आर वेटिंग.
नहीं, we'll take the calls, but I'm just letting you know कि sun also has to learn to move a little bit.
सन मूव करने से पहले बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं ना सामने.
Let's take some.
जी, श्योर. हेलो, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Thank you for taking my call. I have to ask about my sister.
Okay.
I will give date of birth 29th of April 1981.
29th of April, 1981.
Yes. Time of birth 2:10 a.m.
Okay.
and place of birth is Bukhara Steel City.
Bukhara Steel City. Okay.
Yeah, Bukhara Steel City. Yes.
Oh, Bukhara is B-O or B-U?
Bokaro.
Bukhara Steel City. Okay.
Bokaro. Yeah. This is Asia's biggest steel plant is there in Bokaro in Jharkhand.
Okay. No problem. We
And
found
I
it.
have a question.
Acha.
Okay, you found it. Thank you. The question is about her marriage. When the marriage is expected to happen.
So, the first thing I see in this chart is retrograde Jupiter. A retrograde Jupiter, हमने पहले भी कहा है, it makes you lose a little bit of your luck. But a retrograde Jupiter कारक होता है woman के लिए. A retrograde Jupiter for a woman causes problems in marriage. Jupiter 8वें घर में बैठा है, which is not considered good placement here. Let's just focus on what you're asking. शादी कब होगी? I think the question you should be asking is शादी कैसी चलेगी आगे जाके? Has she ever been married before?
No.
Okay. You want to make sure this marriage works out. जब कारक बैठा है with Saturn, in the 8th house and in the Navam's chart also 12वें घर में बैठा है. शादी के लिए, to make it short, to शादी के लिए we have to look at planets which are placed in 7th house or planets aspecting 7th house or दशा of 7th house lord. अब चल रही है दशा सैटर्न केतु की, उसमें शादी नहीं होती. फिर सैटर्न वीनस आ जाएगा 2024, उसमें नहीं होती. बट उसके जो अंतर दशा है उसमें हो सकती है. सो व्हाट विल डू इज विल जस्ट गो टू Saturn Venus Sun, December 2024 to February 2025, high possibility of marriage. May 2025 to July 2025, very good possibility of marriage. January 2026 to December 2026, possibility of marriage. After that, I don't see a marriage happening. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Windows hain, but again, make sure that the planetary placement is good. That's it, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
See, not everything can go right for everybody. Right? Sometimes delay ho jata hai. In this case, delay was retrograde Jupiter and retrograde Saturn. They are conjunct. In fact, they are only 2 degrees away from each other. And they are sitting in the 8th house. हमने कहा था, Saturn is good in the 8th. लंबी life देता है.
जी.
But Jupiter retrograde in 8th for a woman's chart is not generally considered good. Although this person has a very pleasing personality. I am happy I didn't take the name. She has good strong Ketu in the 8th, 10th, 12th house. Spirituality है, emotional है, good looking है. Moon बैठा है ascendant में, no problem. The only problem is ये जो Jupiter गलत घर में चला गया. अगर यही Jupiter 7th house में आ जाता, marriage would have happened very fast.
अब जुपिटर को कैसे उठा के डालें 7th हाउस में?
वो तो वैसे ही भारी है.
नहीं उठेगा.
See, any astrologer जो आपको कहता है कि हम आपकी planet उठा के यहाँ डाल सकते हैं, is lying. We cannot change your birth chart, but transit में planets आते हैं, which means they're moving all around us. So we cannot move your planet. We cannot change your destiny, but we can change your fate, which means we can make sure that you get to where God wants you to get. Right?
Right.
Somebody who owns this radio station, Radio Zindagi, not here but New York area.
Okay.
उनसे हमारी बात हो रही थी at night. I was talking for about an hour, and he was telling me after listening to my shows, he's reached one conclusion. He said, I agree with you कि success and failure is already defined by God. We have been put on the path and we will try. But हमारा success failure पुराने कर्मों पे है. मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा वो ऊपर वाले को पता है, but at least you have to try. You have to put the effort towards it.
Yeah. Good to know wise words. Let's take next call.
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I wanted to know what my career or prospects are. I'm currently contracting. I just wanted to know if I'll ever be able to get a full-time job.
Sir, your voice, just hold on. So your voice is breaking. So are you asking that how your career is going to be? Can you repeat the question, please?
Correct. I want to know how my career is going to be going forward into the next year or two.
Okay, next year. What is your date of birth?
November 29th,
November 9th,
1974.
November 9th, you said?
November 29th,
29th.
Okay, 1974. So he's born on Friday. What
1974,
time?
morning Chennai,
And time? What is the time of birth?
2:20 a.m.
2:20
IST.
a.m.
In Chennai.
Okay. 2:20 a.m. in Chennai. And your question is just general. You want to know how prospects are looking. See, you have you're a Virgo ascendant. Okay. As a Virgo ascendant, you have retrograde Saturn sitting in your 10th house. So what that does is Saturn gives you a long, stable career with one company. I don't know how many jobs you've changed. How many have you changed?
So far about 8 or 9 in my career.
And when is the last job that you changed? Because the reason I'm asking is because if Saturn 10th mein aata hai, either it delays you from moving or once you get the job, you're not going to move for a while. Which one has it?
Okay.
So if you have...
I think I've been in the job from April of last year.
So that's not long time, right? April of last year is very short time. So we think you're probably going to be moving again, but there will be this one job जो आपकी life में आएगा, where you're going to be stuck or happy for ages to come. Now, at this time, we are running Jupiter Dasha in your Kundali, okay? We're not going to narrow it down too much, but you're running Jupiter Sun Dasha, वो खत्म हो जाएगी in about 3 months from today. So let's focus on next, Jupiter Moon Dasha. Jupiter transit में यहाँ है, Jupiter is also Lord of 9th and Lord of 12th. And Moon happens to be Lord of 11th. Go ahead, you should get another job. No problem. Try. You have a job between now and September of 2025. Go. You'll absolutely get another job. No second thought.
Okay.
Okay, and you'll get a good one, by the way, because Jupiter Moon, ये जो कुंडली बन रही है, the placements are very strong. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. It's a good Gaj Kesri Yog. अच्छा बनता है. Moon is house of gains. Jupiter is the house of business and family life and career. Yeah, अच्छा है. Good enough. Good
I
luck.
do not want to move out of California. Is it possible that I'll be in California only in my new job?
That's another whole ball game. If you try getting this job within the next 3 months, yes. The year after that, chances are you will move because Jupiter transits 9th house, which means long-term travel. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the possibility of traveling is fairly high if you don't do it in 3.5 months. Okay.
Okay.
Can we take another call?
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Yeah, hi. So I have a question for myself. My date of birth is June 19, 1986.
Yeah, sir, your voice is not clear. Can you repeat that?
So date of birth is June 19, 1986.
June 19th, 1986.
Yeah. Place of birth is Chanasma near Mehsana, Gujarat.
Gujarat. Can you spell the place?
Chanasma.
Okay. And what is the time of birth?
Morning 8:48.
I'm just going to repeat because आपकी आवाज थोड़ी कट रही थी पहले. So it's June 19th, 1986. 8:48 in the morning in Chansnama or Chansna, Gujarat. Chanasma, Gujarat. See.
Yeah.
And this is for a man or a woman?
For men.
Acha. You're born on Thursday. What is the question?
Yes. Regarding investment, so actually having a couple of options to either invest in stocks or go for real estate. So just wanted to understand which one should I go for.
See, you have, when we look at investments, is this surplus or is this going to be your full-time investment?
Kind of a surplus.
Surplus. No, difference hota hai. If it's regarding career and what you want to make, second house. If it's surplus, 11th house. You're sure this is surplus, right? Now,
yes.
There are two things we should see. One, what you should do, and two, how successful you will be. Correct? The Lord of Gains, the Lord of Gains is happily sitting in your ascendant, which I think is very, very nice. The Lord of Property is sitting in your ascendant. So you're getting an answer directly. Property. Moon is sitting in the 4th house. I don't think I need to go any further. Just go ahead with property. I don't want to, give you circles. Go with property. It is better. As far as stocks go, you have Saturn retrograde sitting in the 5th house. That's not a good placement because in this chart, Saturn is not a good planet. But still, plan it out carefully. What is the good time to start? When to start? What kind of property you should buy? Land, buildings, mansions. Think about that. That is something where those are specific questions you can ask astrologers also.
Okay.
कब start करें? कैसी property लें? Those are important. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Bye.
We have one last caller. Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Hi, Dr. Saket Bhatia. Thank you for taking my call. मुझे अपने बेटे के लिए पूछना था. Date of birth March 10, 2000, and he's born in the evening time around 5:30. Yes, sir.
5:30. He's born on Friday. 5:30 is in the evening. And what is his place of birth?
Fremont. US.
Fremont. Okay. नहीं अभी तक तो USA में ही था. We are in Fremont here. The radio station is here. Okay.
Yes, Fremont.
Okay. So we have your son's chart. He's born March 10, 2000, right? Friday.
Yes, right.
What is your question?
So I have a question about him, his success, basically graduation and like career-wise. How does it look?
So this is the second call I'm getting जहाँ काल सर्पयोग दिखता है.
Okay.
See, Kal Sarpyog means one half of the chart has planets, the other half does not. So planets जहाँ नहीं बैठे हैं, those houses become slightly weak. We call them blind planets. जब planet अंधेरे घर में देख रहे हैं, आपके बेटे की chart में again planets are moving towards Rahu. When planets move towards Rahu, they do better, depending on which side of the graph they are on. काल सर्पयोग की कुंडली पढ़नी थोड़ी मुश्किल होती है. It takes us time. What is your specific question? Let's try if we can do it here.
Graduation main उसका है कि graduation complete होगा कि नहीं और कौन से field में complete होगा?
Oh, there are two separate questions. Which field and when? Because field के लिए
which मतलब कितने साल लगेंगे graduation complete होने में अगर वो कुछ?
What is he studying right now?
He was doing mechanical engineering. Now he's leaning towards business. So अभी कुछ final classes registered नहीं है. Let me put it that way. थोड़ा confusion में है दिमाग उसका.
Well, I would say go for business. Don't go for the mechanical engineering. Just chart देखे because Mars वैसे ही काफी strong है. Mars Pisces में बैठे हैं. वर्गोत्तम कहते हैं उसको. जो उनका शनि है वो debilitated है. शनि जब debilitated होगा, he will hurt the house he sits in and the house lord which is Mars. Mercury, although retrograde will cause delay, will promote. आपके लड़के के 7वें घर में Mercury है sun के साथ and Venus. Let him do business. It is a better choice for him. He will do better. But mind you, काल सर्पयोग से problem होता है. And अभी काल सर्पयोग की दशा जो राहु की वो start हुई है. So careful हो जाइए थोड़ा. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
So listeners, you are listening to Saket Bhatia Astrology Show. Every Tuesday 4 to 5 p.m. live होते हैं Dr. Saket Bhatia, who is a PhD in astrology, who is also a certified numerologist, and he is on air right now. You can connect with him 408-639-5300. That's the number with which you can connect with him, take an appointment, talk to him. और आप उनकी सारी information ले सकते हैं through his website saketbhatia.com.
So what we'll do now is sun हमारा first house से we'll have to go through 12 houses in about 7 minutes. But we'll make it fast, you know.
जी.
अगर आपका what the whole idea is you have to analyze yourself and see what do you think I'm saying. आप कहाँ fit हो रहे हो? So you'll understand where your sun is. So first house में we said you'll be entrepreneur, you'll be energetic, you'll be full frontal person who likes to lead. Second house में sun बैठता है, you are able to manage money very well, very scientific person. It's a good placement. Okay? You have your authority will however hurt other people. वो जो bossy लोग नहीं होते जो डांटते हैं दूसरों को, they are sun in the second house. Third house में generally arrogant. and people who suffer a lot of financial hardship. That happens to be in the third house. It fluctuates. Aata hai, jata hai. Aata hai, jata hai. But they're courageous and they know how to make money, but they speculate and take gambles in life. Ye third house ka hai. This is not a show just about money. This is a show about everything. Fourth house. Fourth house में sun बहुत strong हो जाता है. But we don't like to see sun in the fourth house for a woman, because जब fourth house में lady के लिए आता है, then it causes problems and harms married life. Because sun for a woman is essentially not ego जो आदमी के चार्ट में seventh house में आता है. It basically destroys the home. That's what it does for a woman. It also means you can inherit property. Fifth house में आता है तो it's good. It makes you intelligent, makes you tactful, and you care about elders. जब sixth house में आता है, good administrative ability. Politicians, doctors, lawyers, इनके लिए sun in the sixth house is very strong. These people work very hard and they come up in life, but they don't generally have good relations with their family members. Sun in the sixth house. Politicians primarily. Sun in the seventh house हमने कहा है जब husband की chart में होता है, it gives ill-tempered wife. जब woman की fourth chart में होता है, it gives ill-tempered husband. So it causes problems for a married man, unhappy married life. Eighth house में it's not good, because eighth house, I told you, is a house of death, right? In female chart, it denotes widowhood. It affects longevity of your life. Remember, जहाँ sun बैठता है थोड़ा up down करता है, because he wants complete control of that house. In the ninth house, कारक है father का, he's going to impact your father, but at the same time makes you very spiritual. The best position for sun is either first house or 10th house. 10th house में he gets directional strength. When you were born, the sun was right above your head, bright and shining. It gives you success after hard work. जितने government employees हैं, IAS officers होते हैं, leaders, not entrepreneurs, but leaders chosen by people, have sun sitting in the 10th house. They have fame, they have name, they have recognition, powerful parents. But if it is eclipsed by Rahu, it basically ruins your career. Political failure. That's what we call. It gives you a restless mind. Sun in the 10th. Sun in the 11th house. 11th house में जो जाता है बढ़ता है. Sun will give you more ego, more confidence, more power, more courage. High positions you will hold in your life. It removes, but sun जो 11th house में होता है, it removes many of the bad doshas that are there in your chart. So ये जैसे काल सर्पयोग की बात कर रहे थे, काफी जो अच्छे योग होते हैं वो फेल हो जाते हैं काल सर्पयोग में, और काफी जो बुरे योग हैं, they start showing their true effects to a larger magnitude depending on the type of kal sarpyog it is. And finally, sun in the 12th house. Personal experience from reading chart today morning. Not good terms with the father. Recognition through hard work, powerful position, leading big businesses. Sun in Pisces will obviously give pain to the right eye. Now, sun is in your head. Atma hoti hai, upar. Pisces is the foot at the bottom. तो जब sun एकदम नीचे आ गया, it loses a lot of its luster. So this is sun in Pisces. ये जो है, if sun is not afflicted by Saturn or Rahu or whatever, then it will give long life to you in the 12th house also. But 12th house is not a good placement. Ideally, we don't like to see planets except Venus in the 12th house. Venus in 12th is luxury. Otherwise, no. Saturn, depression, Moon, wandering mind, Mars, assault on people and assault on yourself, right? And इतना है कि अगर sun 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 में जाते हैं, ये sign में, उपाचय houses, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, then it gives you a very good character. We get lots of, one of the things that we do is we work with, and this is vocal because it's known in the news, we work with lots of lawyers from the Supreme Court of India. When they take cases, what is the right time and what do you think the outcome of this case will be? So the first thing we do is हम sun पढ़ते हैं. We're not talking criminals. We're talking pretty much anything. It could be, business related. Most of the stuff we do is business related anyway. So when we read those cases, we realize if sun kahan hai, is it going to materialize or not materialize? You'll be surprised what astrology can do. There is some good times and there is some bad times for you in life. हर एक का अच्छा टाइम आता है और बुरा टाइम आता है. Life cannot just go up. It has to go sideways also, because you have to learn to appreciate. And it has to go down, so you learn to miss those things that you never appreciated before. The important thing is there are two types of astrologers, modern astrologers and traditional astrologers. If you're in Silicon Valley, go with a modern astrologer, because we are in touch with what is happening in the tech world. We're in touch with what's happening in society in general. If you're back in India and you're not doing much, let's say you're relaxed, go to a traditional astrologer, because they are more in touch with what is happening in society there. So depending on where you're living, we believe there are two types of astrologers, the traditional and the modern. And choice is yours, who you want to go with. Okay. Now, I think we are almost out of time.
Yes.
That is
we
your
just
dialogue,
have-
actually. I am sorry I took it.
No, I don't have to remind you. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much for being on air and parting your knowledge and answering all the questions. And my apologies to all the callers who called us in last few minutes. We could not take any more calls, but you can call us on next Tuesday 4 to 5 p.m. या आप डॉक्टर भाटिया को डायरेक्टली कॉल कीजिए फॉर एन अपॉइंटमेंट 4086395300. That's Dr. Saket Bhatia ka number. You can call and schedule an appointment. Once again, the number is 4086395300. With that, we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much. I
And
appreciate
hopefully
what you're doing.
Appreciation from me to you is more dues.
I couldn't
Learning
do
a
this show
lot.
without you. It's
Learning
simple.
a lot from you each week. Thank you so much for that. And I hope the listeners enjoyed the show as well.
Thank you. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.